Welcome to the CCB's video on how to apply for an agent card. Please note that you must create an account in Excella before applying for an agent registration card. We have instructions on how to do that in a separate video, which you can find on the CCB website or in the video description below. In this presentation, we'll discuss the documents and information needed before you begin your application. How to access the Excella portal. We'll walk through the agent card application, provide information on the cost to apply and methods of payment. Finally, we'll provide information on fingerprinting and background checks. As part of your agent card application, you'll need to have 2 items ready to upload. First, a photo of your government-issued ID. Second, a passport quality photo of yourself, which we'll cover next. We recommend uploading each document as a PDF, but we will also accept JPEG files or PNG files. Your passport quality photo should be a clear photo of your face in good lighting. It must be in color, not black and white. Do not wear glasses, a face mask, or a hat or head covering that obscures the hair or hairline unless worn for a daily religious purpose. Preferably, this photo should be taken against a white or off-white background. This photo cannot contain any digital alterations. We recommend that someone else take your photo for you. For a list of these requirements, click on the Passport Photo Guide link in the description below. Depending on what type of card you're applying for, you may need additional information. We'll go into more detail later in this presentation on some of these requirements. If applying as a board member or officer, you'll need the establishment name, Cannabis Establishment Identification Number, or CEID. If applying as an executive or owner, you'll need the establishment name, CEID, and the percentage ownership you have in the cannabis business. Contractors and distributors will need to provide the name of their parent company and identify what type of contractor you are. A signed and written plan must be submitted if you'll be providing training. Finally, receivers need the name of the establishment, the CEID, and the date their court-appointed receivership began. All agent card applicants must pay a $150 fee to complete their application. More information on methods of payment will be discussed later in this video. Once you have your documents ready, you can start applying for your agent card. The easiest way to reach the Excella Cannabis Customer Portal is through the Cannabis Compliance Board's website, ccb.nv.gov. At the top right corner of your screen, you will see Industry Login. By clicking or hovering over Industry Login, a drop-down menu will appear with a link directly to the Excella portal. You can also go to the Excella homepage directly. The URL can be found on the screen and in the video description below if you are watching on YouTube. Please note that Excella is best accessed using Google Chrome as your browser. Not all features may be visible on a smartphone or tablet. Remember, you must create an Excella account before applying for your agent card. Instructions on how to create an Excella account are linked in the video description below and on our website, ccb.nv.gov. On the Excella homepage, log in with your account information to begin your agent card application. Once logged in, you'll be taken to the home screen. If you have already started an application but have not finished it, you'll see the draft in the Work in Progress section. To start an application, click the Cannabis tab next to the Home tab. Under the Cannabis tab, you'll click Create an Application. The first thing you'll see is a general disclaimer before you begin your application. To proceed, Click the checkbox to acknowledge that you have read and accepted the general disclaimer terms provided above the checkbox. Then, click Continue. Next, you'll choose Agent Card from the application list. Clicking anywhere on the words Agent Card will open a menu. Once the menu is open, you'll select Agent Card Application and then click Continue just below the menu. As stated in the outline for this presentation, there are multiple steps to completing your application. You do have the option to save and return to your application. You will see Save and Complete Later prompts throughout the application. The first step is to read the disclosures and provide additional information about yourself and the type of agent card you'll be applying for. The disclosure portion outlines the steps you'll need to take to complete your agent card application. Under the disclosure, you should see your Acela username and the email address you use to sign up for an account. You cannot make edits to this section. Next, under the Employee tab, you'll add additional information that was not originally captured in your Acela registration. To add additional information, you can click Select an Account to carry over existing information in the system, or you can choose to click Add New. If you click Select from Account, you should see the address you entered when you first signed up for Acela. Select the box next to your address and click Continue. Once you click Continue, you will have to fill out all the fields with an asterisk to process. This includes your first and last name, date of birth, and email. Please note that if you import your information, some of this will already be filled in. Whether you import or add new information, before you can proceed, you must have both a mailing address and a home address in this field. Even if these addresses are the same, both must be entered into Acela. To add an additional address, follow the steps in the previous slides. You should see something similar to the image on your screen that confirms both addresses have been entered. Once they are, you can hit Continue. Once you've filled out the necessary fields in the Employee section, you should receive confirmation that your contact information has been added successfully. You will see your name, email, and phone number if entered. Next, you'll indicate what role you will have in a cannabis establishment. As stated earlier in this presentation, each applicant has its own set of requirements. When filling out this portion, be sure that you have that information handy. If you are applying for a new license as a prospective board member, executive, officer, or owner, your cannabis establishment business name must match the formation documents filed with the Secretary of State's office. You can put NA in the CEID portions if that information has not been established or is not available to you. You must include the ownership percentage if you are a prospective owner or cannabis executive. In the Custom Fields section, the first thing that you'll identify is the type of establishment you will be working in or part of. Choices include consumption lounge, contractor, cultivation, dispensary, distributor, laboratory, production. Remember that if you work in multiple establishment types, you will need a separate agent card for each establishment that you're a part of. To finish up Section 1 of the application, you'll provide additional information. For your identification info, you'll add your citizenship, your state or country of citizenship, government ID type, government ID number. Finally, you'll add your demographic and personal identifying information, including your natural eye color, natural hair color, height, weight, gender, ethnicity, race, preferred language. If you indicate that you have a preferred language other than English, an additional drop-down will appear for you to select your language of preference. At the end of this section, you will certify that all information entered is true and correct. As part of your application, you are subject to a fingerprint-based criminal history record check. In this section, you will be presented with 10 items which discuss the authority, purpose, and use of this information in processing your application. You must irrevocably agree to these terms before you can proceed with the application. In the third step of the application, you will attest and pledge that you have not been convicted of an excluded felony, do or do not have an agent card. If you do currently hold an agent card, you will provide the registration number. Have not had a cannabis establishment registration card revoked. You are in compliance with or are not under court orders for child support. Are at least 21 years of age. Pledge not to divert cannabis in accordance with the Nevada Revised Statute 678B.340. Information on the statute can be found on the Know the Law section on the CCB website or linked in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. Finally, before entering your name and date, you'll declare that the answers given are true and correct. In step 4, you will upload the supporting documentation discussed earlier in this presentation. All applicants must upload a passport quality photo and a photo of their government-issued ID, for example, a copy of their driver's license or passport. If you are applying as a contractor, you may need to include additional documentation. To begin, click the Add button. A file upload pop-up should appear. While other files are accepted, we recommend uploading PDFs. A list of unacceptable documents can be found on the pop-up. To add your files, click the Add button. Once they are uploaded, they should appear in the pop-up. When you are finished uploading the files, click the Continue button. Once you've uploaded your files, you will identify the types of files you uploaded from a drop-down menu. You can also remove documents or add a short description. Once this step is complete, click Save to move on to the next step. Step 6 is a review of your application. You can review the first 5 steps of your application and make changes if necessary. If all information is correct and you are ready to pay your agent card application fee, you can click the Continue button below. If you wish to return at a later time, you can click the orange Save and Resume Later button. As a reminder, the fee for an agent card is $150. If you wish to pay immediately to complete your application, you can do so electronically via ACH, Automated Clearinghouse. To pay immediately, click the Submit Application button. You will be directed to the CyberSource website. On the CyberSource website, you will provide your billing information, including your name, address, phone number, and email. You will also supply your account type, bank's routing number, and your account number. Debit or credit cards are not accepted. CyberSource Confirmation page. If you wish to pay later, you can do so via check or money order. Please note that your application is not complete until the agent card fee has been paid. Click the Pay Later button, followed by the Submit Application button. When paying later, mail a cashier's check, money order, or personal business check made out to the state of Nevada. You will reference your record, which you'll receive in a confirmation email. Do not write marijuana or cannabis anywhere on your payment. Address your payments to CCB agent cards mailed to P.O. Box 1948, Carson City, Nevada 89701. For expedited payments, mail to 3850 Arrowhead Drive, Suite 100, Carson City, Nevada 89706. Both of these addresses can be found on the contact page at ccb.nv.gov. Once you've completed your application, you will see a green confirmation screen. If you choose to pay later, Instructions on where to send payment can also be found here. At the bottom of this screen, you will see your record number. Retain this number for your records. You will also receive an email confirmation, which includes your record number in the subject line and in the body of the email. In your confirmation email, you will also receive a link with instructions on how to obtain and submit your fingerprints. As a reminder, to complete your agent card application, you must pay your agent card fee and submit and pay for your fingerprints. You must upload a copy of your completed form to your submitted agent card application in order to obtain a temporary agent card. Once payment is processed, the fingerprinting form and complete application are received, a temporary agent card will be issued within 3 business days. You will be notified via email when the temporary has been issued, and you may download it from your Excella. Please note that temporary cards are not automatically issued once you completed these steps. A review is required by board agents who will notify you once the temporary card is issued. For additional resources or to learn more about the Cannabis Compliance Board, visit our website at ccb.nv.gov. There, you'll be able to find the latest information about cannabis establishments, including timelines for the open application announcement period and deadlines. To find additional videos or to view public meetings held by the CCB, visit our CCB State of Nevada YouTube page. If you have any questions regarding applying for an agent card, email us at ccblicensing@ccb.nv.gov. This concludes the presentation. Thanks for watching.